Locking in doesn't have an official definition, but I would describe it as the act of entering a state of intense focus and concentration, and by doing so, committing to a task, a goal, or a decision. So how do we do that? It looks like first, we need to find the goal. Wait, hold up. Not that kind of goal. The kind that goes... Sorry. Oh, the object of a person's ambition or effort. So before one can lock in, one needs to find a goal. But is that enough? It feels like something's missing. Of course there is. That would be motive. It's a simple equation really. Goal plus motive equals almost locked in. That's the fundamental part of locking in. Without a goal or a motive, you can't lock in. Once you've got the basic ingredients, it's time for the strategy. Let's start with the motive. Write it down and truly understand why you want to achieve your goal. Sometimes it might be because you want to change people's lives. Write it down. Or it might be because you don't like your current circumstances and you want to change them. Write it down. And if you're lucky, like really lucky, you find something which your reason for doing is simply because you love it. For me, that was cinematography. The love of learning, filming, framing, it just pushed me to lock in. And for the past 372 days, I have been locked in. And even then, you guessed it, write it down. Countless studies have shown that people who write down their goals are more likely to achieve them than people who don't. And the more vividly the goal is written down, the higher that probability. If you don't believe me, look it up. Once you've done that, it's time to move on to your goal. Break it into smaller, more achievable steps and reward yourself every time you hit a milestone. For example, my goal is to reach 100 subscribers, then 500, then 1,000, and so on. Right now I'm at 50, but when I reach 100, I'll get myself a little something to celebrate. Progress begins to feel more attainable, and you get a sense of accomplishment every time you reach a milestone, which in turn pushes you to go further. Time to move on to the next part of the strategy. Get rid of all distractions, temporarily. Doom scrolling on social media, get rid. Playing video games all day, get rid. Chatting to a gal all day, get rid. Unless she's your girlfriend, of course. The point is, you either need to get rid of or cut down on anything that has the potential to slow you down. Your space and the things that you surround yourself with have an effect on your ability to stay locked in. Don't give yourself the chance to be tempted by distractions. And before you know it, you will have created what I call a productive environment. But sometimes going cold turkey might not always be the best idea. You can stay locked in whilst also enjoying all the things that you like to do. That's where scheduling comes in. If you like to scroll through social media, play video games, watch TV, then just schedule it in and stick to that schedule. For example, from the hours of 10 PM to 12 AM, I allow myself to do anything that I want. I don't shoot, I don't edit, I don't script. I just do my favorite thing, which is watch movies or TV shows. Hitting burnout will slow you down, so you need to make sure that you're not overworking yourself. Finally, we have the most important part of the strategy, which is to make a start. Making a start is the only thing that actually takes you a step closer to your goals. Hit the record button, start writing. Whatever it is, just take the first leap and think about the rest later. Now, if you've got to this point, then congratulations. You've just defeated locking in's greatest enemy, procrastination. Waiting to start just gives opportunity to things that can slow you down, such as procrastination. Don't wait till tomorrow to lock in, or the start of the year, or next month, next week, whatever it is. Lock in today, right now. In fact, I'm going to stop the video right here so you can go and do what you need to do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.